Welcome to the Midtown Podcast, where we talk everything Midtown Sacramento with a bar and restaurant flavor. And here are your hosts, Art Urbina and Jared Coble.
We've got a lot of people out.
Yeah?
But what I said in Sacramento stays in Sacramento, right?
Exactly.
Please. No.
Yeah. All right, Midtown Podcast, December 10th. Yeah, I mean, Andrew listens.
Well, Andrew.
That guy's always hopping around.
Jason Poole. I mean,
It's like a gypsy.
Jason Wild. Midtown Podcast, December 10th. We are at Red Rabbit, second podcast of the week. Thought yesterday went pretty well. I don't get a chance to listen to it.
I haven't listened to it yet. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the hot totty competition at Golden Bear, which
Was a success.
place
That was
packed.
fun.
Yeah, for everyone
Had
except
a great
for me.
time.
Chris
Although I
St.
didn't
Clair.
win.
Oh, God. I think
He
Rob,
had to go first. Right?
I had to go first. It was the kiss of death.
I
Which is a
think Rob had the best time.
I think Rob
The
did
shirtless
have the best
Santa with all the chicks sitting on his lap.
So the winner was
What's her name? It's Carolyn Jamie.
time. Yeah, Carol and Jamie from Grange.
Sweet, congratulations.
second place was
Talk to this guy about that.
Elizabeth from
Wasted.
Cap Dime.
okay,
Yep,
and Travis Kavanaugh took third, right?
that's
Man,
right.
First and second, the women representing, dude.
Yeah, I love
Nice.
it.
That's awesome.
Ladies.
Yeah.
the judges?
The judges were
Chef from Ella, Chris Dooley from Ella, and I gotta be honest, I don't know who the third judge, the lady, was. I must have missed that when they were announcing. I don't know her, but she was very nice.
I'm always judging people.
Not good enough to me. You're always judging people.
Always judging people.
so you heard from Chris Sinclair, who is one of our guests. The other guest from Young's Distributing, Tobacco. Young's Market. Okay. Thank you for that. We just had a wonderful sake class over at Crew that Tomiko put on for us. Thank you very much. Very informative.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
I learned so much today.
How many sakes did we taste?
My goodness.
Like 8 or 9.
Yeah, I think it was
Quite a few.
There were
Yeah, over 10.
I gotta
They were
count
all
with my
delicious.
fingers
Yeah.
After 10 sakes, we all do.
Yeah, serious.
And we're going to do our opening shot. Tell us about the sake that we're having here. This one that's in a... The best way to describe it, it's almost like in a Foster's oil can. You know, it's
It
in a
reminds
silver
me of
bullet.
what I used to put in my gas tank to clean out the lines, like the octane, to make it faster.
Yeah.
When I thought I was in Fast and the Furious when I was younger.
You know what it looks like? You ever see Spaceballs? You know that
Yeah.
can that they throw in at the end?
Oh yeah, it gives them a boost.
Yeah,
That's
like
what this
warp
does to the body.
warp speed.
That's right.
But this is definitely the big boys version of sake.
That's right. Or big boy or bad boy.
Bad boy.
Yeah.
Bad boy of sake.
Big
Yeah,
bad boy.
this is sake. Boy, this is I don't know where to start to describe this. This is like one of the most unusual, unique sake that's in the market. First of all, this is 20% alcohol. Let me just be honest and tell you that that's what I'm serving. This is what we call cask string sake, which is in the industry term we call it genshu, which means the undiluted sake. That's usually after brewing sake in a tank. At the end, the alcohol comes out about 20%, which is a little too high to can it or bottle it as is. So they add water to cut it back, but they don't do that with brewing on purpose to make this kind of big, kind of
So this is big boy sake. Yeah, for sure.
big statement sake like this. Bold, brassy, really meaty. Almost like there is a hint of bacon.
Yeah.
Just a bacon. Actually, you know what?
Meaty,
I just
smoky.
thought about it. Maybe we can make a bacon-infused sake cocktail.
Ooh, I like that.
There you go.
Ooh, done.
There you
Chris,
go.
I just
Done.
came up with sake cocktail.
Oh, what's the sake concept?
Bacon-infused bad boy.
Bacon infused?
Bacon infused bad boy.
You do pork belly.
There you
Do
go.
that too.
Yeah.
All right, can we drink it now?
Oh, I've been drinking. Sorry.
Pork belly bad boy.
Love you guys.
Cheers. Kampai, we say.
Bye.
Kampai?
Kampai.
Kampai?
Kampai.
Kampai?
Which
Right.
means dry glass, so you better dry your glass.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was thinking it was a cuss word for a second since we were talking about that.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. I never know what Jared.
Actually,
Yeah,
this sake is perfect for like drink it like a shot because it's really high alcohol, like almost like borderline spirit, right? Although it's not distilled, it's brewed, which is amazing. But usually sake is sipped, so this is what was not the proper way to drink sake. Sake is sipped, not to be shot.
Right.
Just as a footnote.
I was talking to Chris on our walk.
Sophisticated sake.
On our walk over here, sake is still very delicate, I think, in my opinion. But like this one is really good, but it's just the subtleties, like you talked about the brewmaster or the I forget what his name was, but you talked about how, like he would go 3 seconds shorter of leaving the rice in, and that's going to affect the profile of it, and that's just amazing. Just like I'm really fascinated with Japanese culture, just attention to detail. When you look at the Japanese culture, so much attention to detail, and you taste that in sake.
Absolutely.
Just all the little idiosyncrasies that go into to making it, in my opinion. So.
I
Really
think
good
that,
stuff.
absolutely, Art. Like, that you guys all seen, like, Jiro Dreams of Sushi, right?
Yeah.
The documentary about the sushi chef.
Very
Michelin
inspirational.
3 stars. One and only Michelin 3-star sushi chef who has a tiny 12-seat or 8-seat, whatever, a sushi bar in a train station, subway station in Ginza. It's a documentary about him. Actually, producers out of Bay Area, I think. I'm pretty sure. Anyways,
it's
the
on
whole
Netflix.
premise. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's entirely
Anyways, it's
worth
such
watching.
a
It's
worthy.
so
Yeah,
good.
it
Haven't
gets a
seen
little
it.
slow in the second half,
check
but
it out.
you gotta have the Zen patience to watch through the second half. But the essence of that documentary, which is all about this pursuit of perfection, while it's not there. So this is the essence of the shokunin spirit. Shokunin is the craftsmanship, not artist, but the craftsman. And then a sushi chef call themselves shokunin, which is the craftsman. And same thing, sake brewers call themselves shokunin. We are shokunin, which is we are in the pursuit of making something perfect. But they all know there is no perfection. Yeah, but it's a pursuit of it.
Right.
That's why I remember that quote that I used from John Gardner's course. Yeah. Now I can remember. in the world of sake, right? The notion of I have come far enough, or I have done enough, does not exist. It's never enough. Always thinking, what else can I do to make it a little bit better this year than last year? Yeah, so much hands, so much thinking, so much touch and feel. It's really, it's sake making is crafts.
What I didn't
Borderline
know.
being artists, but it's really not. They never call themselves artists. They don't like to be called artists. They like to be called shokunin.
What I didn't know,
craftsman.
what I learned, one of the things I learned in the class is how regional sake is and how many different places make sake in Japan. I mean, it's like the way I thought of it in my head. It's like if every major metropolitan city had their own type of beer in the United States, which we don't. But so it's like because there's so much pride in sake. That's how regionally there's so many different types of sake, which is awesome.
Yeah. It's I think that sake has been part of Japanese culture for so long. I mean, history spans over 1,700 years. So it's been part of our life in some form or another for so long that you gotta have, just like you gotta have soy sauce, right?
Right.
You gotta have sake. So each little pockets of towns and regions, isolated little places and villages, they gotta have their own sake breweries providing for the community. It really was started as a super local business. I mean, it's only in the last 100 years that it's sake being distributed outside of prefecture. I mean, it was truly just like wineries in in Europe, I mean, they started off just pouring wine out of their barrel to local communities. The same thing. Each family used to have this dobin, or the sake bottle, with the family name on it. You go to sake breweries to fill up your dobin.
Yeah.
Like, not dobin, but I forgot the name of it. There's another name for it. Dobin is actually the one that used at the brewery, but there's another name for now. It's too many shots of sake today. Too much bad boy in me.
Now you said
And you said you started early.
yeah.
When you were 4 years
So
old.
You're born in
What I
Japan,
said
right?
in
You're born in
Sacramento, still
Japan.
in Sacramento, right? I'm just
We're still in
confirming
Sacramento.
our agreements. Am I still in Sacramento?
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
So at a young age.
I did start early, didn't I? Yeah.
We're not saying she was a raging alcoholic at 4. Like, talking about dipping her finger in her dad's sake and
Oh yeah.
And I'm Mexican, and I'm sure that my bottle found
He started at
the
3.
glass of tequila, the nipple, when I was not being a nice boy to put me to sleep. So I think it's just culturally, that's just kind of the way things are.
I mean, one, we have to remember. I mean, America is probably the most. I mean, it's not probably, definitely, most uptight country about alcohol. Period. Right. I mean,
yeah.
Absolutely.
until about 10 years ago in Japan, there was vending machines selling alcohol. I'm not advocating making alcohol accessible to minors 24/7. All I'm saying is that the attitude towards alcohol is
It's a lot more
vastly
strict
different,
out here.
much more relaxed. And in America, there's just, because of prohibition, really. I mean, there's this notion of that evil, like it's bad for society, and
We
you
outlawed
got
it at
control
one
this.
point, completely. Prohibition, right?
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. I mean, still now, like in Japan, there is no license. I mean, if you want to sell alcohol, you sell. And
Really?
it's like, yeah, and a lot of my
man,
friends
that's
ask me,
great.
yeah, I know, great. You want
Let's
to
go
move there
right now.
next month?
Dude,
Let's start a
go
bar,
open
man.
a bunch of
I've
bars.
always wanted to
That's
go
right.
there.
Is alcohol sold 24 hours a day in Japan? There's no like
Not
2 a.m.
anymore. Used to be, but not anymore. Since we actually had to tighten up some of the DUI laws about 10 years ago. Just about 10 years ago, I think. And so now it's a little more, regulated. For example, vending machine. I mean, I used to go buy beer for my dad. Like, he would give me like 500 yen and go buy beer.
How old were
I
you?
go down. Maybe I was 5. Oh, no, sorry. So, I was about 7. So I go buy beer for my dad. It's not a big deal. I'm buying beer for my dad, But nowadays, you have to actually have a little ID, and you have to kind of zap it, I can borrow my dad's ID and still zap it, but my point is, the government is trying to make effort to look good, that
Sure.
you're doing the right thing, all that.
I
And
think that was the
and-
right
and-
thing, getting beer for your dad.
I know. What happened to good old days?
Yeah, me too.
Jack, what happened?
Now
to
you said you had which you didn't tell us yet. You have a sake bomb story.
Oh my gosh! Do you really want to hear the
Absolutely.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay. Well, but I have to bash another
Do you
town.
have more of this
in Northern
before you say it?
California. Oh yeah.
To bash another town.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Maybe I will name the
This is
town.
only a 30-minute
I will-
podcast, so we got to do our
Make sure
halftime
Sin
shot
gets
15
some.
minutes in.
We also have Sin from Crew
Yeah.
sitting here with
Sing,
us.
come on.
Hey.
Since Billy was too shy to be on, Sin's representing.
Yeah, you can hit me. You can feel me. Oh wait,
I got trucks full.
truckloads.
Hey, yeah, there's some more in there.
There we go.
There's a lot there.
You can bash other cities.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
accept it.
So I was in a town called Stockton.
Oh,
Sorry. Yeah.
Seriously, just kill that town. Yeah.
Jared's from a town very close to there, so
Oh, it's horrible. No, I hate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I continue?
Oh, they both suck, so yes.
Okay, so I was in this town called Stockton, and I was actually working with one of the teams there. And I said, let's go to the best Japanese restaurant in town. So we go to this Inko. I'm not going to say the name of the restaurant, but
Okay.
the best Japanese restaurant in town. I was very excited. Actually, it was very nice, like a very modern feel and a very big place and a nice full bar on the left, and you go. And it was not one of those hodgepodge